same model, same GPU, same prompt, 24.9 tokens a second, then 31.9. Nothing changed except one flag. That is the power of MTP, multi-token prediction, and it is already sitting inside the model file on your desk. I tested it on my AMD R9700 with Hermes Agent, and the results are not what the popular videos claim. Here is what actually happens. Here is the setup. An AMD R9700 with 32 gigs of VRAM running Qwen 3.8 27B in the Q4K quant served by llama.cpp. The test harness is Hermes Agent, the open-source AI agent platform by Nous Research. I ran the same 500 token generation task, warmed up properly, and measured the steady-state speed. First, the baseline with MTP OFF. With MTP OFF, the model settles at 24.9 tokens a second, stable, reproducible, run after run. That is the number most people are getting because in almost every tool that runs this model, MTP is off by default. But the speed is already in the file. Qwen shipped these weights with an MTP head trained in, and it cost nothing extra to download and nothing in quality. Here is what MTP actually does. Generating text is a queue, one token at a time, each one a full pass through 27 billion parameters. MTP adds a cheap draft head that guesses the next few tokens ahead. Then, the real model checks all of them in one pass for roughly what a single token used to cost. Guess right, and 4 tokens arrive for the price of 1. Guess wrong, and the bad ones get thrown out, and you land exactly where you started. A wrong guess costs you time, but it cannot cost you quality because the full model verifies every drafted token before it ships. That is why MTP is lossless. Now here is where it gets interesting and where the popular videos get it wrong. The flag takes a number, how many tokens to guess ahead. The Cloud Codes video claimed the peak is at 5. On my R9700, that is wrong. I swept the draft length from 3 to 8. At 3, I got 31.9 tokens a second, a 28% speed up. At 5, it dropped to 24.4. At 8, it fell below baseline to 21.1. The sweet spot on this hardware is 3, not 5. The draft head guesses deeper, accepts less, and the extra work eats the gain. It is hardware dependent, and you have to measure it on your own card. So here is the call. Turn MTP on today, on every machine where the model already fits, because it is free, it is lossless, and it is sitting in the file you already downloaded. On my AMD R9700 with Hermes Agent, that is 24.9 to 31.9 tokens a second, a 28% speed up from one flag. But measure the draft length on your own hardware, because the number that works for me might not be the number that works for you. If this helped you squeeze more speed out of your local model, hit like and subscribe, and I will keep testing these models on real Hermes Agent workflows. Thanks for watching.